Welcome back and welcome again to the channel. It seems a lot of brave Ghanaians are standing up those days, to talk about the things that are affecting Africans. As Africans, we should be concerned about whatever is happening to our African brothers. Just like the way Mami Ekwa is concerned about the things that is happening here in Ghana. Ghana, Nigeria, and other African countries. I talk about it here on this channel. That is why I did this channel, to talk about Africans and the things that concerns Africans as a whole. So here, this brave, well articulated, intelligent Ghanaian man, he has something to say about the reason why Julius Malema lost the election in South Africa. Let's take a look at this video, because not only me will hear this one. Let us up rub minds together as Africans and see what this young brave Ghanaian man have to say about Julius Malema's loss in South Africa. My South African people, if you are here, come closer. Come here, sit down. This is for you.
This is the main reason why Julius Malema didn't win the South Africa election. He didn't even get second, neither did he get third. He got fourth in this particular elections. Now let's face the reality. A lot of blacks in South Africa didn't vote for Julius Malema, and some decided not to vote at all. Now, I am not surprised that Julius Malema lost this particular elections, because if you are familiar with South African politics, this wouldn't be surprised. But what surprises me is the reason why they voted against this young man. Reason number one: borderless Africa. Are you aware that a lot of blacks in South Africa are against this whole idea of African unity, which is quite surprising? Wow. I'm shocked that a lot of people in South Africa believe that if Africa unite, everybody is going to run to South Africa.
But hold on first, why are South Africans this way? It is only South Africans who have seen xenophobia. South Africans, what is the color of you people's problem? What is the color of your problem? It is only South Africans that, you see a lot of South Africans are fighting against their fellow African brothers. Why are they like this? Let's continue watching the video.
So basically, some blacks in South Africa believe that other African countries are their main problem.
Wow.
This is quite shocking, because looking at the history of South Africa, we least expected to see South Africans behaving this way. Because South Africans live in a country whereby 20% of the population are Europeans, and these white guys control over 80% of the country total resource, and yet they don't see these Europeans or white guys as their main problem. They rather see fellow Africans or black people as their main problem.
Why?
South Africa is not developed because they are super smart or because they have good policies more than other African countries. South Africa is developed because the Europeans had every intention of staying there. When they went to Australia, they developed Australia because they had every intention of staying in Australia. And today, where are the Aborigines? Where are the indigenous people of Australia? You have some South Africans who voted for the DA political party, and they are telling us that, oh, the DA policies are good, blah blah blah. Look, I don't care the policies of DA, but it is better to be governed or misgoverned by your own people. You can sugarcoat it as much as you want, but DA is an European political party, full stop. You guys call it apartheid. If you believe so much in this Europeans, why don't you fight against apartheid? You guys call it apartheid, right? Why did you fight against it?
Wow.
No, I don't get it. When it comes to African liberation and independence, we all know that South Africa is young. South Africa got their independence not long ago. Other Africans sacrificed their lives. Not just Africa, but black movement across the whole world.
Even Ghanaians sacrificed a lot so that South Africans gained their independence. Ghanaians, Nigerians, Nigeria, Ghana, they provided a lot of things for South Africans. So I don't know what is the color of South African problems. Let's keep on watching the video. Please guys, comment below, subscribe to this channel.
Supported South Africa, and today South Africans are voting against a Pan-African because he said he wants Africa to unite. If you're voting against Malema for other reasons, cool. Everybody's entitled to his own opinion. Everybody have the right to vote according to their conscience. But the reasons that some people are telling us, that pisses me off. Telling me that, oh, Julius Malema wants Africa unity and people are going to come to South Africa, blah, blah, blah. With or without South Africa, Africa liberation will continue. It's quite disappointing. Africa came close to unity in 2016. A lot of African countries accepted to take out our borders and unite Africa right away. South Africa stepped in and prevented the whole thing. I have reported this particular story on this platform countless number of times. Some people disagree with me when I say that when it comes to Africa unity, North Africans are not our main problem. It is we the black skin guys. Yes, you have some people in North Africa who think they are Arabs, who feel like they are Arabs. But when it comes to those who work against Africa unity, is we the black guys.
Black.
Today, look at what is happening in South Africa.
We are the problems of ourselves.
In 1963, Gamal Abdel Nasser, he was Egypt president. He supported Africa unity 100%. Gamal Abdel Nasser even went to the extent of giving an Egyptian lady to Nkrumah just to have that vibe, that Pan-African vibe.
When we even talk about Pan-Africanism, I can remember Kwame Nkrumah was the father of Pan-Africanism. I've always been saying it here. Kwame Nkrumah was the father of Pan-Africanism. He wanted one Africa. He agitated, he was hungry that all Africans should come together, and that was the reason why they formed ECOWAS. So I don't know why South Africans will feel that, bringing Africans together is a problem. Meanwhile, they have white people in their country that is extorting them. And right now, I don't know, let's watch the video first. I don't want to say more.
All the African leaders who wanted Africa unity, they held all their meetings in Casablanca, Morocco. Morocco supported Africa unity 100%. Check the Morovia group members. They are all dark-skinned guys. William Tubman, Liberia president. Hofe Boni from Ivory Coast. Just name them. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa from Nigeria. Check. Inyerere from Tanzania. Check them. They are black-skinned guys. They prevented Africa unity in 63. And again, the second time Africa came very close to unity again was under Muammar Gaddafi. Muammar Gaddafi also wanted Africa unity. Libya was doing good, but he was not comfortable. He was still not comfortable. He was still calling for Africa unity.
He was tagged a terrorist as at that time. I know then when he was tagged a terrorist, we were looking for him till eventually they did. I don't know. Let's keep on watching.
He came from North Africa. So sorry, those of you who keep blaming North Africans, look, I don't see them as our main problem. We the dark-skinned people, we are the number one problem when it comes to Africa unity. Europe is the most confused continent on earth here. Despite their differences, these guys still understand the importance of unity. The smaller economies are at the mercy of the bigger economies, and all of them are moving forward together. Look at the Americans. When they met in Philadelphia, when their leaders first met in Philadelphia, they decided to unite right away. They realized that they can be great together. So they decided to unite. And today, look at America. Look at the Chinese. The Chinese are busy trying to take Taiwan because they want to become big.
Wow.
When you go to Russia, the Russians refuse to allow church.
See guys, I don't know what you guys have to say about this, because South African. I think South Africans want to become the second Nigeria right now, because the name South Africa is now in everybody's mouth right now. After this election, people have seen that South Africans do not really want change. As I said earlier on in one of my videos, I said, Nigerians also went through this stage, The people of Nigeria also passed through this stage. I don't know how Ghanaians, so I know Ghanaians, they wouldn't want to make this kind of mistake, because, Ghanaians, if I make this kind of mistake, you know how many years they'll be on seats now? So, one thing about the people of Ghana is that they don't want something, they all have one mind. I think some countries differ though, I don't know. But in my own country, Nigeria, we may come together right now and say, we want this. Before you know, they have deviated, they have divided. I think the problem is with blacks. Blacks do not come together, they don't have one mind, they don't rub minds together. Even when they do rub minds together, they'll still go back to their homes and decide on what they want to do that pleases them. That is why I see blacks as. I don't know what you guys think about this video. See China today. China wants to take Taiwan. Chinese people, no matter the differences, or the white people, no matter the differences, when they want to achieve something, they will come together as one and achieve it. Why is the blacks Why is it that it's so different with the black people? I don't know. For me, I'll just post content here and let people analyze, because I think I still need to be more knowledgeable about this. I still need people's opinion to tell me, give me reasons why South Africans wouldn't want to vote for Julius Malema because he's promoting one Africa. Why? You guys are Africans and he's promoting one Africa, and you are still and you are still crying for being called a racist. You are still crying for racists in your countries to leave your countries, and you are still voting for the white Arab. Okay, I take my leave. I don't have another thing to say again. Just subscribe to the channel, like and share. Turn on the post notification to be notified whenever we post amazing content. South Africans, you will learn the hard way.